It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Homestreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. They'll run it here. Breaking free at the 35. Now here he goes. The 20. At the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Seminoles. Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. First play looking to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
It's a shotgun run call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And the return man runs out of bounds. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? Downfield shot falls incomplete. couldn't quite connect there.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And the single back takes the handoff. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
He'll be brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Using his legs, it's Carter. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
The Seminoles pick up enough for a first down here. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made on the out route. Touchdown, Knowles. Way too much speed on that play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. It's a fumble. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Tough running to avoid a loss. It just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Oh, how I love when this happens. The big dog up front is working hard and snatched his opportunity. Good for him.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. They're going to run it here. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the tailback's got it again. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And the back now goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Tries to get it to the running back. Finds his man. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those 1st downs, be a great complement to what you want to do running the football. There's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly, you got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
No gain on 1st makes it 2nd down and goal from the 7. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
That play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 5 now. The pre-snap motion from the offense. On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
Here's the point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit. They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's got it in the open. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's got the first and still going. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He escapes the pocket. Looking to scramble now. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the same runner's got it again. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And the Seminoles have first and 10 here. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football, but that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
So here we go, third down. Defense needs a stop here, try to force a field goal attempt. Takes the handoff again. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. And the wideout goes in motion. A handoff to the back. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Bringing pressure. And that pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. No chance for a return. That football bounces away from the returner and heads out of bounds. Florida State offense on the field. They'd love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Quickly behind the sticks here for the loss. 2nd down and 11. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And now the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete, but yeah, here comes a penalty marker now. That should be a drive-extending first down. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Dumps it down in the back. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. Pass complete. It's second down now. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Looking for his big tight end. Touchdown, Irish, as they put 6 more on the board.
Chris, this guy's listed as a tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Grab behind the line. It's Carter. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
As the first down is still going. That play moves the ball across midfield. They'll be set up for the first down at the 41.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening now. First down to the 27.
Boy, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
The Noles come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. And the Knowles will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And the defense wraps him up. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss on the play. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Makes a quick grab. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the 1st down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. That'll be delay of game. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. He was on target with his first try. This is a chip shot from 24 yards. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Breaking free at the 35. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another 1st down. It seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
And a nice 1st down game there. They get him down, but very close to the 1st down marker. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking deep downfield to the left. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the 2nd half.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. He cannot escape. It's a sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here.
Well, they finally get to the quarterback with that sack. You know, he's already thrown 2 touchdowns in his first half, so the defense really needed that small victory for many reasons.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner heads out of bounds. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First down, looking to throw the football. The receiver makes the catch. It's a nice game. Will move the football up to the 27. The Seminoles will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Defense not pressing this time. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. Passes the 40. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. Looks like one more play here before halftime. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida State.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick this deep and begin the second half. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job with the coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
So this offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Somebody got a hand up to deflect that one.
If that ball were thrown just a little bit higher, they could have gotten away with a completion. But great play by the defender getting a hand on it.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
see what he can do with the return. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Gives it to the back. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
First and goal, handoff. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to
touchdown, Seminoles. This quarterback on fire today.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. After the PAT, the lead is 20. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
34, Notre Dame, 14.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He's got the first down and still motoring. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
And looking to throw now on first down. On the move now. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And that pass is batted away, incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And they'll use the ground game here. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Trying to find room. It's Carter. Picks up the first, looking for more. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Knowles. They continue to roll up the score.
But it was just a matter of time till this guy found a seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Florida State 41, Notre Dame 14.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Quick throw to his receiver, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. 1st down, looking for more now. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. At the 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
And they're able to tack on the extra point.
Notre Dame 21.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the 2nd half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Snags a good throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's past the marker and still going. Breaks into the clear. At the 20. Crosses the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. They are pouring it on now.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
21.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Ball handed off. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. 4th down, look at a throw for it. Looking to scramble. Oh, they've got him. A 4th down sack and a turnover on downs.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today, and he's not done yet.
And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. They'll run it to the right side. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And they tack on 3 points to finish off the 3rd quarter. And as we take a break to flip into the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession, they came up empty. Went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Breaks free. 1st down and more. He's still running. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
And in first down, they go right back to him. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Moves out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Yet another incomplete pass, and this offense simply hasn't accomplished anything at all through the air today. Time is of the essence now, and a comeback seems improbable to me.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Trying for a 4th down completion. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete, a 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Ball handed off. The pickup is 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Has the 1st down and more. Tackled, but 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 now for the offense.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Slab!
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Keep it on the ground. There's a handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Handoff to the right side. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, they actually call a play that goes in the wrong direction. Seems like everything they've called has worked out, whether it's on the ground or through the air. And this time, the defense steps up and makes a play.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd land that one in the end zone. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The Salk were able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that 1st and 2nd level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
Keeping it on the ground here. Gets the first and still running. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He hands it off from the gun. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tackle made after just a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Makes the catch downfield. He make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And they're going to go with the Wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
Extra point try coming now. And it's good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. second down after that run on the previous play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Chewing clock with the running game. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Here comes a handoff. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. The shotgun running play call. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Play action here on first down. Quick throw, testing the middle. What a catch! They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Third down, out of the shotgun. On the move now. Gets rid of it on the move. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game.
Timeout, Florida State.
Well, a field goal here does them no good, so the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Irish.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Now with no time left in this blowout loss, the PAT, just a formality. And they knock through the PAT, the final play of this loss.